All right, y'all, here we go. Hopping into my first Tesla Robotaxi. Hello. Welcome, Chris, on the screen. Get that closed. I'm gonna move to this side, please.
Can I just see that app, please?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, sorry, I had just put it away.
All right, no worries.
Okay. All right, fasten seatbelt. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to the Circle K, and I click Start Ride. I can click it in the app or on the screen. Very cool. All right, let's go. Oh my gosh, I'm a little bit nervous. So here we go. We are doing our first ever Tesla Robotaxi ride in public. Nobody in the driver's seat. Now, we're gonna make a right turn here, which should be pretty simple. But still, it's a little bit of a loss for words. What a crazy moment. I'm sorry, is this weird that I'm just back here chatting? Okay.
You do your thing.
Okay, thank you. All right, I'm a little overwhelmed, but we'll do a couple more rides as I kind of calm down. Let's check out the UI as we wait for this right turn. So there is a lot of traffic right there that we have to wait for. Someone will have to let us in, but hopefully Robotaxi can bully its way through. So we have a very small pullover button on the left. That's nice that that's small, won't accidentally hit it. We have a small support button on the right if you need help with something. Right in the middle, you have music, games, and different types of entertainment. So if I click this, I can sign into my Apple Music. I have everything, that I want and need. But as they said, then I'm responsible for signing out of this when I leave the Robotaxi. So I'm not going to sign into that for now. I don't have Apple Music as it is anyway. So we'll swipe that down. We can go into the games, and these are probably the games, that are similar to the ones we have on our Teslas. So you can play any of these games, and we're going out. Oh my goodness. This is really crazy to see this live in person actually happening with nobody in the driver's seat. This is what we've been waiting for, right? We've been doing all this FSD testing for years. And we know that our cars today, we can sit in them. They can mostly drive us A to B with us doing minimal things, still paying attention, maybe take over here and there, some accelerator taps. But this is it. It's happening. So our ride is 12 minutes. Oh, that's beautiful. Air conditioning is great. It's super hot and humid out here. So let's check out this UI a little bit more. So we'll get the game out of here. I'm really scared of this pull over button. I'm not going anywhere near that because I don't want to accidentally hit that. I don't know if, pull over, it would be pretty gentle. It's not like it's going to stop in the middle of the road. It'll find a spot somewhere, I suppose. Feel free to interrupt me at any time if you want to, say anything, but okay, that's good, all good. And then we do have up here in the top right, you can see the interior camera and microphone are on. So we're being watched, hello, to that interior camera, that's right up here. And we're being listened to. I don't know why, but it did warn in the kind of agreement that we signed that, it'll use data for whatever reason. So you can actually see those up on the front screen as well. So very cool. And here's our map. It's kind of a straight shot. So it was kind of hard because we got the app and downloaded it, and you sign in and immediately we were able to just request a ride, and it said the Robotaxi was going to be there in 2 minutes or whatever. So I didn't have much of a chance to analyze the map and try to pick something a little more difficult. I will do that. I think we get as many rides as we want as far as I can tell. So I'll keep attempting different things, but this is going to be a pretty straight shot. But again, we're surrounded by cars. Nobody's in the driver's seat. This is just the craziest thing. I really can't believe it. So what is our... Okay, so we got 66% battery. I'm trying to see if we can glean. There's nothing else really that we can interact with on the screen here. I was hoping... it's the same as our cars right at home. I was hoping for a software button. We could see what version of FSD we're on. What version of software the car is on. So here's your other options in here. We got arcade, Spotify, Apple Music, and these, we're doing 12-minute ride. I would just probably look at my phone, once this is a normal thing and we're not all excited about it. But if you take a Robotaxi for longer drives, those options on the screen are going to be invaluable. You won't have to use the battery on your phone. You can just interact with the car. You won't have to hold anything. You can look at that screen down there. I'm sure even from the back seat, eventually you could put things on the front screen and, you know, watch a movie up there, a little bigger screen. And this is not, I mean, so there was no restrictions in terms of, so there is the geofence, which I've showed you, or there's a picture of. And outside of that, there's no restrictions of like a place I can pick, what roads I can take. I can't, from what I could see so far, I can't pick a route, but I was able to pick whatever destination within the geofence I wanted to go to. And the pickup was amazing because it just pulled right into the parking lot, stopped right there. I was able to just hop in and go. I had to buckle up first, click the button to confirm to start driving, and that was it. So in terms of feel, I'm trying to compare it to how it feels on you know, our cars that we drive every day. It feels pretty similar in terms of accelerations. I'm liking the distance from the person in front of us. The braking, everything has been really, really smooth so far. I don't know. I don't think we're going to have too much of an issue, especially with this drive. We'll have to get a more difficult drive under our belts after this one. Oh, huge bumps in the road here. Oh. Okay, car doesn't care about that. Neither did the human in front of us, so whatever. Really nice stop for the yellow there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's not much to say. It's a Robotaxi and it's super smooth. It's doing everything really, really well. So looking at the screen up front in the bottom there, I'll take a picture to show it a little better. We have some custom buttons. So normally that's where we'd have like our efficiency and stuff like that, but it says Robotaxi, so obviously this is functioning as a Robotaxi right now. It has pull over, stop in lane, and again the support button. So pull over is going to find a spot, you know, where it can pull over. It's not an emergency or anything. It'll just kind of get off the road so you can hop out or, you know, whatever. And stop in lane is, you know, I don't know if that's an emergency stop or more, my guess is that it's just going to kind of slow to a stop. If there's something up ahead, I don't know, maybe there's some kind of obstacle like a huge puddle or closed road, doesn't seem like it's going to stop or something, just totally guessing on my part. But those are really the only options. Other than that, this is a totally normal Model Y off the line. The only difference, of course, is the software. So this Model Y, as far as we know and can tell, was not custom built for Robotaxi. It's not some kind of special, it's not special in any physical way. It is just the software that's running the car and driving it around. And will this, you know, exact software come to our cars, or we'll get a dialed down version? Of course, we're not going to have anything where we can be sitting in the back like this anytime soon, at least. But the idea is that this is the software that can download onto any, well, I guess I should just say hardware for refresh Model Y. Outside of that, we don't know, because the only Robotaxis available right now are these refresh Model Y. The other thing I find super fascinating is, like, people are driving by, they're walking by, nobody cares. Like, they just, nobody notices, nobody stares. I mean, I'm sure some people do, but for the most part, the people I've been looking at around the car, they don't even notice. Like, this person's looking directly at the Y. Oh, did she say it? No, she's looking at something else. Like, it's just not a big deal to people. They're just doing their own thing, and it's kind of whatever. Super interesting, because obviously if I saw this, and probably anyone watching the video, you'd be losing your mind, right? There you go. She just looked right in the car. And what? How do you not go crazy seeing that? Oh my goodness. It's just like a normal car with nobody in the driver's seat. Oh, make sure to gather your belongings. All right, so we got a little noise there. I was looking at the main screen, nothing up there, but down here, make sure to gather your belongings. Oh, and I can say drop me off now. That's interesting. So I'm going to reroute it. I'm just going to click drop me off now, since that's an option, and see what the Robotaxi does. End ride now. The vehicle will pull over to the nearest safe location. Heck yeah, let's do it. So we'll confirm that vehicle is finding a safe location to stop. That's so cool, pulling over. So yeah, of course, don't just stop in the middle of the road. But we can end the trip. I'm like, yeah, it's close enough. I put a destination that was near where I'm going, right? Oh, a little bit of wiggle there in the wheel. Interesting to see that. And then you can just kind of hop out whenever it's safe, which is, I mean, what a great option. That's really good to see. Our team has identified an issue and is working to resolve it. Please exit safely. Thank you for riding in the Robotaxi. Should I actually get out?
The car parked here.
Yeah. Robotaxi support. How can I help you?
Can you just please resume the ride?
Copy that.
Thanks.
All right, so we got hazard lights on. We're waiting for remote operator to resume the ride. Very cool. They checked in immediately. They said, what's going on? Resume the ride, and there it goes. All right. People were able to get around. No type of emergency. I feel slightly responsible for that, but it was an option presented to me, so, you know, I don't think I did anything wrong. We still have this press open door to exit safely. I'm not going to do that now. You can see on the screen up front that we have a destination that it's going to park at. We'll put a picture of that. So I'll just wait for it to get that destination and be in a parking lot. I'm not going to get out in the middle of the road, so I'd rather sit in the car and just wait and see what happens. All right, nice. So we're pulling into the parking lot. Here is where I would unbuckle if it was a person driving, but I'll give it a second. I don't want the thing to freak out. I remember in the Waymo, I had to wait too. And I'll just wait for my message. I mean, it says please exit safely, so I think we're good. So the car is in park. All right, I'm gonna hop out. Thank you so much, sir. Have a good day. All right, so we can open the door, grab my stuff, and just leave, and we can watch it drive away. So here goes the Robotaxi. Obviously, I don't want to stand too close to it. I think it wouldn't like that. Now, I don't know what it's going to do. If it's just going to immediately drive away. We can see if he says something and like talks to support. So it looks like it's still got the hazards on. And we're just going to let this play out. I'm just going to hang out and see what happens. It's just sitting there. So funny, I took it to a gas station. I was like panicking to find something to do. I was like, oh my gosh, I got to take my first Robotaxi ride. Yeah, he's talking right now. So he's in there talking, I don't know, to support or what. He's reporting me. He's like saying, ban this guy from the app, no more. This is awesome. So the Tesla wants feedback and stuff, and there it goes. All right, y'all, history was just made. Post-ride, you get leave a tip. Is that a joke? Yes, I clicked it on a later ride, and it is a joke, and this is what you see when you try to give a tip. So how was your ride out of 5 lightning bolts? I'm gonna say it was a 3. We got kind of stranded in the middle of the road there for a minute. It was, you know, I'm very proud that I was able to screw it up on my first ever drive. That's kind of my job, right? Self-driving car instructor, we've been doing this for years, we know. We know that rerouting FSD kind of, you know, it's kind of a thing. So let's see, how can we improve? I'm gonna say probably driving. I mean, the driving was okay, but I'm gonna say the drop-off was messed up. Stopped in the middle of the road. Okay, there we go, done. And I'm gonna submit that. Definitely not leaving a tip. That's the weirdest thing about who leaves a tip for a Robotaxi. All right, so we can go on another ride. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the app now that, you know, I was kind of panicking on that first ride. Everything was last minute because it kept getting delayed, but here we go. So it's $4.20 per ride. Every ride's $4.20. Yes, I feel like it's kind of weird that I flew all the way out here and I'm having Tesla test and whatever, and I'm paying for it, but maybe there's some kind of legal thing. I don't know. I do think it's kind of weird, but it is what it is. So in your geofence, I'm definitely gonna go all the way over here. Let's just zoom in. I can go in this little neighborhood. So this is Barton Creek Greenbelt. So I'm gonna say where to in the app here if I pull this up. So it gives you some recommendations of places that are nearby, but I'm noticing it's only giving 2. I'm not sure why it's not giving more than that, but that's all right. So Barton Creek Greenbelt. Barton Creek Greenbelt. So let's search that. And it's 6.7 miles away. I'll see if that's correct. Oh, those are all outside of the service area is what it says. So I can't go to those, even though I feel like it says it's in the service area, but it's not letting me go there. So let's try something else. I changed my mind. I want to go to this hotel. It looks like it's in a really dense area. What was the name of it? South Congress Hotel. South Congress Hotel. So it's 3.2 miles away. Let's pick the farthest, whatever. 3.2 miles away is not that far, but that's about halfway through the geofence. So as of now, first day, I know all the haters are freaking out. It is what it is. The geofence is relatively small. So it says pickup will be at 2:47. I'm gonna just book the ride. So 2:47, so we have about 10 minutes that it's gonna pick us up. For first day launch, everybody's abusing this system and taking as many rides as they can. It literally started you know, 30 minutes ago, I feel like that's not too bad of a wait. I know when I order a Lyft or something, it's usually 5 to 10 minutes. I've ordered an Uber in the past, and it was also, I think, like a 15-minute wait, and you had to go to somewhere really specific. What I've noticed with this is this pulled right into the parking lot. Now, maybe Waymo is different in different areas, but the one time I took Waymo, it made me wait a long time. And on top of that, I tried to do Waymo here, but it's like invite only, which this is too, don't get me wrong. But I don't know if I'll be able to compare them while I'm here. All right, so I can see my Robotaxi pulling up. It's at that left turn light. That is the same left turn lane that we got stranded in for a minute there. And I was gonna record it driving, but it's gonna be stuck there for a minute. So I will catch up with you when it's making the turn. All right, so here it goes. It's making that left turn now. Watching it on the app, I don't know if it's the same guy. I think it's the same guy. This is super awkward. It's super awkward to just sit in the back with him and like talk like an idiot. But let's see where it goes. I'm gonna guess it's gonna go to the same spot. Yeah, so it's going over there. So we're gonna walk over to it. It's gonna park right at the door, which is an interesting thing, you know? You don't wanna get in anyone's way, but at the same time, people stop and they, you know, it can sit there. So you can see the lights. Hopefully you can see the lights pulsing there. So the lights are pulsing in the back to let us know it's our Robotaxi. I'm gonna hop right in and we'll get started. Hello, thank you.
Hello. Let me just get the app, please.
Oh, yep, sorry, I forgot about that part.
It's pretty much every single time.
That's okay, I'll be ready next time. Cool, thank you. All right, so I showed the app to make sure it's me. Nobody else can hop in and steal my Robotaxi, which makes sense. So fasten seatbelt. Can't do anything until I do that. And then again, it says start ride, so it won't go until I click that, or maybe it has some kind of timing, but we'll do it via the app this time. So I click start ride right there, and it doesn't seem like there's really any latency with that. So arriving in 13 minutes, this should be a nice drive. We're gonna turn out of here. Now, as we're driving, I'm gonna talk to you about what happened earlier today. So we were sitting at a restaurant and there was a car accident. Somebody, a human and another human collided. Somebody was turning left and someone like basically hit the end of their car as they were finishing the turn. Huge like boom noise. Everybody was okay. But we left that restaurant, we came back, it was maybe 45 minutes later and they were still there. The cops were, you know, doing their report and stuff. So that stuff happens thousands of times a day. And if you can reduce that 100x, 1000x, that's kind of what this is about. And, you know, it's a small rollout. Everybody's going to nitpick every little, you know, thing that it potentially does that's not perfect. But think of all the years of, you know, the driving, the testing we've been doing. It's really amazing that we're at this point right now. I can't believe it. I can't believe that we are sitting right here in this Robotaxi. Nobody in the driver's seat, public roads, is driving around. So huge thank you to everybody watching. You're number one. Thank you to Tesla for working on this and, you know, letting us enjoy it. And I'm really hoping it does roll out quickly so everyone can enjoy it. I mean, that's the point, right? It's not just to take some fun rides and check it out. This is going to impact people in a big way. So really excited to see it. But in the meantime, we're here to test it out and torture test it, you know, nicely, of course. So we need a picture of this. People were asking about the rear seat UI. So I'm gonna do that real quick. I don't wanna stop filming in case something happens, so I'll just cut while I film this UI down here. Changing lanes here. Kind of weird, I'm gonna get picky. It's kind of weird, I don't know. I wouldn't get behind someone. Oh, does the lane end? See, okay, here's where things are good, extra good for a Robotaxi. I don't know the area. So when it's picking lanes and stuff, man, that stop sign was beautiful. We didn't wait or hesitate or anything. When it's picking lanes and stuff, I have no idea what lane you should be in, where, you know, the next turn is, or what the parking lot looks like, or anything like that. So it gives the Robotaxi a big advantage in my perception of how it's driving, because I don't know how to drive these roads, so I can't fully critique it like I could at home. But again, everything so far just, I mean, it feels great. There's, you know, there's not much to say. I'm trying to compare it to how it feels, you know, to like my Model Y at home that I drive around, and you know, it feels similar. I don't think I feel much different in terms of, you know, again, like the braking, the accelerating, stuff like that. And so with the incident earlier where it, you know, stopped, if that happened in my car, which of course, you know, we've seen before, the cars try to stop somewhere or something, you just push the accelerator, you know, or put in drive or whatever you do. So it's something that happens for what, 1 second, and then it's over and you just kind of do your thing. So even in the case of nobody in the driver's seat, I mean, you can go back and look at the video clip. What was it? 20 seconds we were sitting there. We didn't impede traffic or do anything like that. So I don't know. I think we're doing pretty good. What I do want to add to that is I didn't really notice, but there was an option. If you look back, I don't know if you'll be able to see it because of the camera angle, but there was an option on the screen. Number one, I could have resumed, I believe, or number two, I definitely could have just interacted with support myself. I didn't because I just kind of was like, I don't know, I was a little caught off guard and just kind of seeing how the situation played out. But if, I was in here by myself, which is obviously going to happen probably very soon. This is not, you can't scale with a safety driver or a safety passenger, I guess I would say, in every car. I could have interacted with support. And we've seen tons of videos. I'm not making excuses or anything, but to keep everything on a level playing field, we've seen tons of videos of Waymo where somebody talks to Waymo and they're like, hey, this is, doing something weird, and then support fixes it or whatever. So even in our Waymo ride we took, we had a weird phantom braking incident. It didn't need support, but it was still pretty shocking, which I posted in a video a while ago. All right, so a little bit of a backup here. I'm wondering if it's gonna try to pass people. I mean, we have a right turn coming up in 1 mile. So that's something a lot of people talk about is lane selection. So in our cars, we know lane selection's, sometimes kind of I think in version 13, it's gotten a lot better. This guy turning out. Does he care? Nope. Even a Tesla driver doesn't care. For me, in version 13, lane selection's been good for quite a while. But I'm kind of looking out for that on the Robotaxi. So we have 1 mile to the turn, and in our cars now, it's usually about 0.8 miles is where it's going to start changing lanes to get over. Sometimes in hurry mode, so it does say standard mode up there. Sometimes in hurry mode, it'll wait longer. But as of now, we're in standard. That'd be cool if in the app you could choose what mode you wanted, but I don't see an option for that for now. Oh, let's see. I could see this guy. Oh, he doesn't care at all. Man, that pedestrian was pretty close to the car, and I know in my car, it would not like that. It would be going a lot slower. That was perfectly handled. I mean, that really couldn't have been any better. So we got a couple other every Model Y I see, I'm like, is it another Robotaxi? But I think most of them are just, especially because there's a lot of refresh Model Ys down here, but most of them are just customer cars. There's just a lot of these refresh Model Ys already out, even though it's a relatively new vehicle. Yeah, no Robotaxi sticker on there. It's so funny. So can I change the destination? If you want to ignore me, that's okay. Can I change the destination, or I have to wait till I get out and just request you again?
You can change it once.
Once? Okay.
Yes.
Oh shoot, look at this. All right, we got this guy on a bike. No way, but it didn't want to wait behind the other Model Y. Oh my goodness, look at this. Wow. Wow, wow. And right back over to make our right turn. Oh my goodness. So it has the good moves still. Of course it has to, right? The other option was just to wait behind him forever, but that would have added, at least a couple of minutes to the ride. So, all right, I don't see a way to do it, so I'll probably just request you a lot more times.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
All right, thank you so much. Seriously, this is amazing. I appreciate it. I hope it's at least not torturous for you. All right, so we got our chime again. So that, make sure to gather your belongings. It looks like it happens about 1 minute, or where are we, 0.3 miles, so maybe half a mile or 1 minute to your destination. Just a little reminder and I think Waymo did the same thing where it's make sure you get your stuff. Then with the drop me off now button again, I ain't gonna do that this time. I don't know, I probably should. We should probably see what happens. I'm nervous, I don't want to mess it up. But, all right, we're done. Because I need to go to actually a different destination. So there we go, drop me off, confirm. It's gonna pull over right here. So I'm gonna be ready, take my seatbelt off. This seems like a perfect spot to me. Again, I don't know the local area. Safe place to pull over, exit safely, we're done. Okay, let's get going, thank you. Yep, see you in 2 minutes. Oh, there's also an open trunk and, did I get the door? All right. All right, so there was also an open trunk, I noticed, button back there. I'll talk to you while we watch this thing drive away. There was an open trunk button, so if I had stuff in the trunk, I could open it from the rear seat and grab my stuff. That's good to know. And then a contact support button on the back screen there. So this is a perfect place to pull over. I don't know if it says no parking or anything, but again, when you're in that kind of situation, like an Uber or something, Oh no, you actually can pay there. You can park there, you just gotta pay. If you're in an Uber situation or something, of course, something like that, you just pull over, the person hops out and you drive away. So that experience was good. So that button does work at least 50% of the time. All right, y'all, I gave that ride 5 lightning bolts because it was pretty much perfect. It did everything great, pulled over, let me out. It didn't repeat the same mistake, which is good. I'm gonna go take some more rides. I'm gonna go pick up some people. There's people that are just wanna experience it, hop in with you. So Tesla lets you bring one person with you. They don't have to sign up or anything. You have to be in there with them. So I'm gonna, share the Robotaxi and let people check it out. I'll probably do some live streams on X, but I'm gonna do a more in-depth video covering more of the experience, how it felt and everything, rather than just me blabbing at you. So make sure you hit like and subscribe so you don't miss that. Let me know whatever questions you have down below. I can include those in the next video, and you will see me in the next one.